Is Kyler Murray going to run the 40?
You know what? I haven't gotten in the building yet, but it seems like he's not going to throw, which is patently disappointing to everyone with the NFL Network. And I think fans who want to see him throw. And I haven't heard that from him yet. And you're hearing he might be competitive and do it anyway, because it's going to be really awkward for him standing out there in a sweatshirt and his sweatpants while the rest of the players in his group go out there and sling it. And it definitely does run counter to him saying he loves the sport and he doesn't throw it. I'm not going to sit here and say it's going to affect his draft status. I mean, Sam Darnold didn't throw. He went third overall. Andrew Luck didn't throw. I mean, the number of players that didn't throw and still went at the draft position they were hoping for, I've lost track. But, you know, all it's going to do is also lend to more rumor and more conjecture. And, you know, I'm already hearing right now what that is he clocked in at 207 pounds, which is 22 pounds more than his playing weight. We could see him on the NFL Network today walking to the measurement area, pounding water as he was getting onto the scale. And now the talk already is the reason why he's not throwing is he's never been 207 pounds, and he hasn't thrown at that weight, and they have no idea how that might affect his performance. And then there's the conjecture, well, he won't be 207 when he's drafted or when he starts playing. So what does this all mean? Unless he throws, that's obviously the void's going to be filled with that conversation.
It feels like he ruined a good story or story we could still run with because he measured over 5'10". You know, it felt like if he was under 5'10", then there's more drama, more speculation. At 5'10", is he now tall enough to be drafted number 1 overall?
Well, he's now in Russell Wilson territory in terms of the measurements, and so you could sit here and say that checks the box that he's or at least he's checked the boxes that Russell Wilson did. But Russell Wilson, I think, as you know him very well, he's an outlier. He's an exception. So, you know, could Murray be another one of those? Yeah, I guess. That said, you know, the conversation here is that he is really special and is a unicorn. And at his height, or whatever you want to say about his measurements, he is going to be a major difference maker when he gets in the league. I just don't know if any of that is the Baker Mayfield effect, because they're from the same school. They both won the Heisman. They're from the same system that puts people into the league and obviously can succeed. And I think what everybody is reading into him, and potentially accurately, is that if he is going to be drafted at the top of this draft, then the transformation of the NFL and its offenses and the way that people evaluate talent coming from the collegiate level will officially come out of the 20th century, and the entire league will be all in now on the 5-wide spread, RPO, whatever you want to call it. Because, again, he has the same measurements as Russell Wilson, and Russell was even downgraded by people to go into the third round. And Russell cut weight to get to his weight. Kyler was pounding water to get to his, which is going to be, again, like I said, the question mark that fills the void between now and whenever he does throw, or whenever he is drafted, and whenever he does actually take a snap, is going to be like, so, okay, did you do this so you could try and get drafted top 10, or can you play at this weight? You didn't throw it that weight at the combine, blah, blah, blah.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.